So in this video, I'm going to do a quick run through of how to use the display pane. First of all, you open the display pane by clicking on this arrow at the top of the feature manager. And this reveals 4 columns. The first controls hiding and showing of parts. The second for changing the display mode or style. The third for changing appearance or color. And the last for changing transparency. So let's first talk about the hiding and showing of parts. As you move down the column, the specific component that you hover over gets highlighted in a light grey color in the case of my user interface. If you pick at the graphics area, you will also see a bounding box surrounding that particular component. If I do a single left click on these icons, the components start to disappear from view. This is a more efficient way of hiding or showing parts as compared to going to the graphics area and right-clicking and hiding. Components that are hidden are represented by a faded icon, while components that are visible have a solid color icon. So at one glance you can see which components have been hidden. Going to the next column, we have the ability to change the display mode of individual components. Left-clicking brings up a list of the different display styles. You can set a multitude of display styles in an assembly. The last option is the default display, which is controlled by the heads-up display. This controls the display style on a universal level. If you change the display style here, any components with the default option selected will be changed to the option selected here. Let's move on to the third column for changing appearance. At the moment, let's focus on block A. You can see that its appearance icon is represented by a top triangle in red and a bottom triangle in yellow. The top red triangle indicates the appearance of the component in the assembly environment, which is the environment that we are currently in. When a part resides in an assembly, it is referred to as a component. The bottom yellow triangle indicates the appearance at the part document level. If we open up the part in a separate session, we can see that it has a yellow appearance. It is important to take note that the component color overrides the part document color. If you left-click and click on Appearance, you can choose to apply a new color at the component level or the part document level. If you choose to apply the color at the part level, you will only see this when you open up the part in a separate session. For example, if I choose to apply the color blue at the part level and click OK, I will not see a color change because the color at the component level takes precedence. It is only when I open up the part file that I can see this new color. If the component has a color, when you left-click, you can copy the component level color and paste it on another component. You can only paste a color at the component level, not at the part level. You also have the ability to remove component appearances, in which case the top triangle disappears and the part level color is revealed. Now if the part level has a color applied to it, you also have the option of removing that color by clicking on the option to remove part appearances. If we do that, you can see that the part level color reverts back to the default appearance. The last column is relatively straightforward. Left-clicking allows you to quickly toggle on and off the transparency of a component. So far, all of our actions have been triggered by left-clicking. If we right-click on a component, it brings up options that are available across the different columns. It does not matter in which column that you perform the right-click, the same menu will show up.